State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run them.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Complete to number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes this franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the right side goes Shipley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Half jumbo. Detroit Johnson. Back row.
Now Jones. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Mayfield. Got his man. It's Warren. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. For 30 more yards and another first down. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to be sacked back in the 23-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Mayfield. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 36, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Arizona defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
That's complete to Shipley. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
After one, 14-6 our score. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
King.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Mayfield down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Alert!
Mayfield. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Short one here, caught by McBride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals hit 9-5 now on the year, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Real.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 10.
Timberland. Half jumbo. Gold cutter.
Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Calm. Hey, why shit, man? Outside. Over here.
A final shot before break. Jones flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Cadence, lock in the cage.
A run on first down with Shipley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Apple. Great.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Across midfield. He's on his way. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, hey.
Dotson in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Shipley.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Run.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Jones forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Okay, here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
They'll try and throw for it here. That one downfield for Dotson. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Cards are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him a back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Breaks through the contact. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr. with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go. Up we go.
Off play action. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Quick right.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be third and a mile.
Here's a give left side for Shipley.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Michael Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Baron Browning in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
straight ahead, Shipley.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
On third down, they go with Shipley.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll try and run for it, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Point it right. Good. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting?
Alert.
He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Shipley again.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Here we go, hey. Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
They'll give it to Shipley.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Watch out.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
Well, fans usually